everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm your host Super Jungle, and today I'm going to be doing my final thoughts on Black Ops 3. So of course, ladies and gentlemen, the time is nigh, and if you do not know what my old English means, that basically means it's ending. I mean, Black Ops 3 is only going to be the newest Call of Duty game for a couple more hours where I live. Of course, in like Australia and New Zealand, there the game is actually already out. It's already like 3-4 in the morning in like New Zealand at the time we recording this video, but for where I live at least, it's not going to be coming out at least for about like 11 more hours, so pretty crazy. It's going to be coming out soon, and I thought I'd do my final thoughts on Black Ops 3 because if let's say you're a very long time fan of this channel, as in very long time, all the way back before Black Ops 3 came out when I had 8 subscribers, I made a video which was titled My Final Thoughts on Advanced Warfare, and that was posted all the way back on, I believe, November 5th of 2015, which was the day before Black Ops 3 came out, and that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, going over my final thoughts of Black Ops 3 in a similar fashion to what I did last year with my final thoughts on Advanced Warfare. So yes guys, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Now I'm not sure how I'm actually going to be doing this because a lot of the times when people do reviews and things like that, they go over their negatives things first, then they go on to their positives, but I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing because a lot of the times when people start with their negatives first, it's kind of negative at the beginning, so it's not really that great at the beginning, and then it starts to get more positive. But if let's say I was to start with my positives at the beginning, by the end it's just like I don't like this, and I don't want my video to become that. So I think I'm just going to be talking about positives, negatives, all about the same time, and yeah. Also remember, this is all my personal opinion. If you do not agree with me, comment down below what your thoughts on Black Ops 3 were, and with all that out of the way, let's finally get into the video, and it's probably going to be a very long one. Now the first thing that I want to talk about, and that's going to be the maps, because the maps in Black Ops 3 are actually very good in my opinion. You had some really strong ones like Combine, Hunted, Nuketown with a 3, which is probably one of the best Nuketowns, and there's just a bunch of other maps that were really good. Of course it had its bad apples, and I actually said this in my Advanced Warfare video, and that is every Call of Duty game, they're going to have its bad apples. There's going to be the maps that you don't like playing on, and that's fine, it's come to be expected. Even though Call of Duty 4, for example, was a very good Call of Duty, there were some really bad maps in that game that a lot of people did not like. And that's the same thing for Black Ops 3, because like for example Aquarium and some other maps like that, a lot of people did not like them that much, and I think that the maps in Black Ops 3 were actually very good. It had some standout ones that were really good, and they were pretty good in Black Ops 3. Alright guys, now the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, and that's going to be the weapon balance in Black Ops 3. Now I know a lot of people are actually going to disagree with me on this opinion because of course the Bresci and the VMP, they're very overpowered and they are mostly very overused and they're not really that balanced, but the balance in Black Ops 3 in my opinion is actually pretty good because of let's just take a moment to exclude those two guns. The balance is actually pretty good, you know, you can use every single gun in the game and it's actually viable in its own right. Let's take for example Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare really didn't have that great weapon balancing other than the Bal 27 and the ASM-1. All the other guns, they were not that useful. I remember like for example some submachine guns, they would just be not good at all. Like for example the SN6, it was nothing that I was good at. It just wasn't that good at long range, close range, or medium range, so it really had no niche, and any other submachine gun would beat it at those respective ranges, and it really wasn't that great. With Black Ops 3, this problem really was solved, and a lot of the guns are viable. You can use almost every single gun in the game, and you don't have to worry about it being just completely outgunned by almost every single thing, and the only way you're going to be able to kill a person is if they're standing still. Now, of course, I would like to see the Bresci and the VMP actually patched, because in my opinion, they're really overpowered. But Black Ops 3 is going to be coming to an end of the day, and I think it's really more of the community because a lot of people actually ended up using those guns, and if they were actually patched, I think it would have been better, but I think it's more because at this point a lot of people aren't really experimenting with other guns. They're just going to be using the best ones in the game. That's why a lot of the guns, like for example the Bresci and the VMP, are actually really overused, and that's just because it's at the end of the game's life cycle. Alright, now the third thing that I'm going to be talking about in this video, and that's going to be DLCs. Now DLCs, I'm going to be talking about all the DLCs for Black Ops 3. Supply drops, the map packs, all the whole deal. I'm going to be talking about that in this category. Now, before I talk about supply drops and the issues and all that things with those, I want to talk about the map packs, because the map packs are kind of overlooked and a lot of people don't really talk about them too much because of course, the supply drops and things like that. A lot of people like to talk about the supply drops, but I want to talk about the map packs first. Now, when I think about the map packs and all the DLCs and things like that in the map packs, I actually think that they're pretty good. You know, the maps, it has some really good ones, like for example, Micro was pretty interesting, and some other maps like that, they were actually very good. And I just want to take a moment to talk about the remake maps, because really, in the DLCs, a lot of people want to know what maps are they going to be remaking, because a lot of the times, at least for Treyarch, they like to remake at least one DLC map per DLC. So a lot of the times, there'll be like 4 remake maps for 4 DLCs and things like that. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about. Now, when I think about the remake maps, I actually think that they're pretty good, at least for Black Ops 2, because in Black Ops 3, they remade a lot of Black Ops 2 maps, which is fantastic, and they did a fantastic job in my opinion. You had Skyjack, Raid remade, Standoff, really good maps for Black Ops 2 were remade in Black Ops 3, but the only problem that I have with it, and that is they didn't really do that well of a job with remaking maps from the older Call of Duty games, because of course they did very good with Black Ops 2, but let's take for example, I don't think that there was even one Black Ops 1 map that was remade, and secondly, I only think they remade one World at War map, and it really wasn't that well done. I mean, it was Bonsai, which Bonsai is a good map and all, but it was a remake of a DLC 2 map from World at War. It wasn't like CeeLo or any of the really popular ones, and I really think it was kind of like a side note, and they were just like, okay, we're gonna remake these Black Ops 2 maps, and then okay, let's just remake like one classic Call of Duty game like World at War Black Ops 1, and all the other ones were Black Ops 2 maps that were being remade. I would have liked to see some more like variety, like for example, maybe remaking some maps from Black Ops 1 or World at War, but I think the remake maps in Black Ops 3 were actually very good, and overall I think the map packs are actually very good in Black Ops 3. Alright, now I'm going to be talking about the internet's favorite subject, and that is going to be the supply drop system. Now, I actually never really made a video discussing my opinions on the supply drop system in Black Ops 3, but I'm not going to dwell on it too much because there are tons and tons of videos talking about the problems, how you fix it, and things like that, but I'm just going to say I do not approve of the supply drop system. I think that in some cases it's just downright scummy. I don't really like it that much, and it's pretty disappointing because, you know, it would have been great if they actually fixed the supply drop system and made it so that the weapons and things like that would have actually been a lot more earnable, and not just having it so they have to open like 40 supply drops if you actually want to get a new weapon. But I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Hopefully Infinite Warfare is fixed and it's at least not as bad as Black Ops 3. It's pretty bad that Black Ops 3 is going to go down as kind of the supply drop game, which is pretty bad, but I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Alright, now the final thing that I'm going to be talking about in this video, and that's going to be the Black Ops 3 replayability. Now, I think a lot of people are talking about the replayability factor for like Call of Duty games, especially Black Ops 3, and in my opinion, I think that Black Ops 3 is really replayable. A lot of people don't agree with me. They think that Black Ops 3, oh, it doesn't have enough content, but I think the Smith Plays actually put it very well. Call of Duty is a yearly game. It's not supposed to last for 5-10 years. If it does, great, but it's not supposed to act that way. And frankly, I think Black Ops 3 has enough content to actually last quite a bit. I mean, of course, you have the zombies, the multiplayer, as well as the campaign. Plus, you have things such as Dead Ops Arcade, Free Run, as well as Nightmares mode, which is basically the entire campaign except zombified. And I think it's really good because Black Ops 3, they has so much content in that game, and I think it's really replayable. As well as, let's say you even got to max prestige, you have hero gear, you have dark matter, there still are 1,000 levels. As well as if you want to, you could try to get the 100% challenges completed in Black Ops 3. It's just there's so much content for it, and I think a lot of people, what they're expecting from Call of Duty is just kind of, I guess the word or the phrase would be kind of over expecting. I mean, even a game such as like Fallout 4 or any game, after about a year, a lot of people are going to stop playing it. I don't think that we're ever gonna have a Call of Duty game where you're gonna play it for 4 hours a day every single day till the new one comes out. Of course, you could do that for any Call of Duty game, and there are people that actually like to do that, but I don't think we're gonna have a game where it has infinite replay value and infinite things to do, and I don't think it's gonna ever be that way, and I don't think we're ever gonna find a game that does that. But I just got kind of ranty there at the end, sorry about that. And with all that out of the way, that pretty much concludes my final thoughts on Black Ops 3. I think the core gameplay and everything about the game is actually very good. I could see myself going back to Black Ops 3 once Infinite Warfare Modern Warfare Remastered come out. There's a lot of replay value in my opinion, and I am really excited to see what Treyarch is going to do in 2018, which is pretty crazy that in a year and a half we're going to find out what Treyarch has up their sleeves for Call of Duty 2018, which is pretty crazy. But that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to help me on the road to 200 subscribers. Also, I want to give a big thank you to anybody that actually checked out my channel in Black Ops 3. I really appreciate it. Even if you just viewed one of my videos, I really appreciate it. And here's to a great Infinite Warfare. And just so you know, that gameplay, which was a fringe gameplay, that's going to be my last Black Ops 3 game until Infinite Warfare comes out. And who knows, maybe like January or February I'm going to be making a live commentary of me going back and playing Black Ops 3, because frankly, I thought Black Ops 3 is probably one of the best Call of Duty games. That was the first Call of Duty that I made to Master Prestige. I got Dark Matter, as well as my KD went from a 1.1 to a 1.5. I put over 11 days of playtime into Black Ops 3, and I'm really excited to see what Infinite Warfare Modern Warfare Remastered are actually going to bring. And it's pretty crazy because in about a year from now, I'm probably going to be talking about Infinite Warfare, and I'm going to be doing this exact same video in the same video style as I was doing with Black Ops 3. And just as a little kind of a throwback type thing, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing you the first 2 minutes of my first ever Black Ops 3 video. So I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, that's been it. I hope to see you in Infinite Warfare. Hello everybody, and thank you for clicking on this video. And in this one, I am back bringing you guys another Call of Duty commentary. In this one, this is going to be my first ever Black Ops 3 video. And the gameplay that you're watching on your screen right now is my first ever game of playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 online and using the ARK-7, which is actually pretty funny because they actually changed the name to the KNN-44. And I don't know why they did that, but what I want to talk about in this video was not really anything particular, but just my experiences with Black Ops 3. So the first thing that I would like to say is I like Black Ops 3, and I really found out one big tip that if you want to get better at it, I know I made a previous video which I was just talking about my top 5 tips, but one big tip that I would like to say is you got to find another ways to see. In the way that you can't just look around and scan the area if you're going to find enemies, or you're just going to die a lot. That's what happened to me. And what I found what you had to do is you have to listen, and you have to always watch the radar and predict traffic patterns. Because if you don't, you'll always get shot in the back and get overwhelmed. And I had that problem playing this morning. If you're wondering, I did get the game on Friday, which is awesome. It came in at about 3:30. I couldn't play online because I had that download update, but I have played it, and actually I have a gameplay for you, which is me using the lethal submachine gun. And what's pretty neat is I think I get split quad feed with the Tempest. And I really find that this game is fun, and I feel that all the annoyances from Black Ops 2 has been taken out, and it feels more smooth. Like, imagine all the annoyances in Black Ops 2. You think of target finders, you think of a bunch of different things.